Hi everyone, this is James. Welcome to my channel. I'm really excited today because today will be my first trance healing session that I'll do for all of you. It is the other half of my work. Most of you have already seen all my trance channeling, which is very similar to the trance healing in that I just take a step back. I allow whatever energy or energies that need to come through to merge with my field. And then with my eyes shut, I see through their eyes. And when we work with clients, basically I see the client's auric field and the different layers, the different chakras. And then based upon what is being illuminated or needed for that specific individual, and based on what the energy is able to see, my hands start to move. And it's almost like an energetic surgery takes place. And then when one energy leaves, my hands go up. And then when the new energy comes through, I see something completely unique because I'm seeing through their new set of eyes. And then something new happens with regards to what takes place from the healing perspective. So for this, obviously, those sessions are 75 to 90 minutes. I'm going to make sure that these are a little shorter, somewhere between 10 to 20, probably less than that. And will most likely focus in on one or two of the chakras. And let's see though. I also have an Indigenous friend who has been front and center, I'd say, the last couple of years, leading many of these different sessions. He works directly with all the star beings and ascended masters. He is one of the original avatars, and I can see his face right now, and you'll hear him speak. He has his pupils are white. There are no, he can't see, well, he'll correct me on this, but he doesn't see through his physical eyes because he says the physical eyes are limiting, and that through the physical eyes, you only see what the mental construct wants you to see and what the matrix or this environment that's being projected wants you to see. But when you see with the soul, everything is much clearer. And so that is what this energy brings. And in a second, you'll hear this energy speak. And then what I'm going to do is, after this energy kind of kicks things off, I'm going to describe what is taking place. All that you need to do is just sit in a relaxing place with your arms open, just with an open mind and open heart, allowing these energies to move through your body. Please do not listen to this or do this while you're driving. If you are, please pull over. That would be, that would probably be the best decision, because sometimes these can be very potent, and it's better if you're in just a very safe, calm, relaxing place. Okay, let's kick this off, and I hope you enjoy. If you do, please like, subscribe, and share. I'd really love to. I'm building this YouTube community. It's been so wonderful so far, and so we're trying to get some more momentum going. And let's see what takes place here. Mtaka matsitiama. O katisia masina. O kisia matisia makatia. Isi namakatina mahatina ha. O katisi namakatina haki. O kisi nakamina isia. Nisia kisia 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 mtakina mahatia. O kisia kisia. Okay, right now, there's a white orb they're bringing in over the crown. And the white orb is connected to a light blue light that is shooting down all the way through your spine, all the way through, rooted down past the first chakra. It is grounding you. And energy is coming up your spine back to the white orb. The white orb is cleansing the crown chakra for many of us have different denser energies in this specific area as it relates to our thoughts, a lot of mental activity, also for those that smoke or vape or dabble in some of those different types of substances, there can create a little bit of a fog over this area. And so right now, this white orb is spinning over the crown, helping to clear away many or most of these accumulated energies. Just sit tight. The way they're showing it to me is almost like when you water a plant. And based on where the plant is located and the different types of soil, for some it takes a little longer for that water to get to the roots. So just be patient here as this white orb makes its way down, works its way down through the crown, clearing out many of the densities that most of us hold here in this space, relaxing the mind, okay, so now there is a blue energy that is coming through the crown. Now that much of those energies have been cleared, much of the density has been removed. And this blue energy is a calming energy. It's coming in to communicate with the mental body, the mental construct, the ego. And it's just letting it know that it is safe. Letting it know that it is loved, that it is seen, that it is appreciated. And it's almost like letting it know to just take a deep breath, because it's on such high alert all the time. It constantly feels like it needs to be doing something. And this blue energy is coming through to let it know it's like it's okay, you can relax. Like you can rest, like you are safe. There's nothing you need to do. There we go. It is being received by the mental body. Feel this shift energetically happening. Just a sense of calm. Allowing the thoughts to just rest, to just fade away. As this happens, the white orb is making its way further down into your field. The divinity and oneness of all things. The purity of creation. It's not coming into the throat chakra. For there is a lot of built up energies and distortions here. For many of us aren't speaking our truth. And this can mean a variety of things. Either we're literally not being honest in how we speak to other people. Some might consider them like white lies, where you just don't want to hurt the other person, so you tell them something just to kind of get off the hook and to let them down easy, so to speak. Many of us have been conditioned to do this. It's part of the programming because we don't want to hurt the other person. So we begin to say these things and make up excuses that aren't true. And when we do this, it can accumulate in our throat chakras. And then the other aspect is just not speaking up. Not standing in your truth and saying what is on your mind or saying no. I know many of us often just say yes, and then we think about it after. We're like, why did I agree to this? Why am I doing this again? I don't want to do this. But we do it anyways. Or we're at work and we don't feel like we can speak up and speak our truth for fear of how it may land or how it may be perceived. So much of this is now being worked on. This is a big one for many of us. So the white is coming through to help purify this part of the throat chakra, but that blue is also coming up the spine. And blue is usually the natural color of the throat chakra. And so right now, it's almost like they are spinning together to help clear out many of these energies that have been accumulated due to an old belief system about our own worthiness. About somehow if we say what we feel, we won't be liked. This is an old program that is changing because there is honor in speaking our truth. And there is a reverberation when we do so. That when we do it from a place of integrity, that the person or the company or whomever it is directed towards will understand, if not immediately, eventually. And there is a resonance that wants to be felt, that wants to come through all of us, about being rooted in this aspect of ourself, rooted in our truth, and knowing that whatever that is, it is good enough. So just allow these energies to work in the throat. Much of it is being cleared away, being opened up. Now this energy is moving down into the heart. holds so much here. It is also the portal into and through to the fifth dimension. And so what is happening now is that this energy, it is a red energy, which is like a vitality that is holding the heart. It's almost like it's like giving it a boost, just to remember the infinite love that we each are in its capacity to hold and give love. And this is being met with an emerald green. As the emerald green is coming out of the heart center, it's opening up into, it almost looks like a funnel as it's coming out of the heart center, out in front. And it's opening up into a bigger circle, and the circle has a funnel going back into the chest area. It's almost like an antenna that's being created. Just to allow the heart to be open. For many of us have closed our hearts. As we have been hurt, we do not feel like we are worthy of love. And this is not true. For we are that. We are the love by which we seek. And this antenna, I will call it, is opening up, and it's almost like drilling a hole through a lot of the walls and blockages that many of us have around our heart. And it's just getting like air, fresh air into it. For it just to feel again, for it to feel alive. Inaka masina ho. Inaka nasina maho. Hoti sinaka nahama. Honi sinaka naha. It's to open the heart. All of these energies now are being brought down all the way to the root, to ground them down. For in order to hold these frequencies, in order to hold these openings in the crown, in the throat, and in the heart, they now need to be rooted. And that is what's taking place. The blue light now is coming down the spine, through the roots, into the earth below your feet. And it's growing roots. So this energy can be held for you to feel. The white light and orb above your crown is moving all the way down and all the way up and all the way down and all the way up. It is just doing a cleansing pattern as it's going up and down, all the way down to the root, past the root, into the earth, all the way back up to the crown, past the crown. And it's creating a field around your auric body, almost like a shell of white light. To assist in containing these energies, to contain these different changes and shifts that have just occurred through these transmissions. Now there is a star coming up above the head. It is a white star. And it is another aspect of the container by which was just created around your field. This will also act as an antenna, just to allow these energies to come through the crown and to assist in relaxing the mind and letting it know that it is safe. And just to breathe. There's nothing to do. And as the mind relaxes, this is how many of the ahas, many of us have the clarity or intuition comes online. They are now closing out this session. All the energies that were brought in are now in. Almost like a containment, where they are there, they're not going anywhere. They're going to hold this space for you to feel as your body begins to digest these different frequencies, just like the watering of the plants as it's being absorbed through your field. Inkatisi namakati naha. Isi namakatisi nimahatina. Okisina, okisina, okisina. Isti namahatina, okisina. The session is now complete. Please, I would love to hear your feedback. We hold so much in the mental body, and it creates, when I work on clients, there's always the first thing they work on is this area around the crown, and many people hold it a little differently. It's just because our thoughts, they accumulate. Many of us are in our heads and our minds all the time, and it creates these almost like cumulus clouds, these little clusters around us. And it can be difficult, just like cumulus clouds, to allow the sunlight to pierce through it, which is, the divine, the white light to come through from our crown. And so as that is cleared, it's much easier for us to be able to come more into center, more into alignment, to receive the messages, and to embrace our creativity. Although a lot of it also comes from the sacral chakra. But yes, and that in the throat, I have throughout my life, been a people pleaser, and I've said things just to say them and not really being in alignment with my truth. And it does. Like there are always this red that accumulates, and then depending on how long it's been going on for, lots of times there can be these darker rings around the red on the outside. So this takes time because sometimes it's more of a subconscious act if people have been kind of saying things just quickly without really thinking about it, and then afterwards they realize it's not in integrity or within truth. But it can accumulate, and it's really always a good practice to just speak our truth. And if it's coming from the heart, it doesn't matter how it's received. I mean, it usually will be received well, but for those that don't receive it well, they will eventually. It's just difficult for them to also then receive that frequency because it's a reflection for them. Anyways, this went much longer than I thought. I would love to hear your feedback. Please let me know your thoughts. I'm sending you so much love, and if this did resonate, please like, subscribe, and share. I'd be very grateful. Okay, lots of love.